Hi, this is Ruth from Dr. David Lee's office. Renee and I are here today to demonstrate to you how to properly place the Medibyte home sleep test that Dr. Lee has recommended for you. The home sleep test will rule out any kind of obstructive sleep apnea or sleep disorder breathing, as well as any kind of jaw movement, clenching, or grinding if you're having a TMJ problem. So I'm going to video Renee. Renee's going to demonstrate how to properly place the equipment for you.
Hi, I'm Renee, and I will be modeling today on how to properly put on the sleep study.
Okay, the first part that we have, these are called the effort belts. You're going to place the effort belt with the waist, the one labeled waist, obviously around your waist. The effort belt can be adjusted easily by sliding the clip forward or backward to make it bigger or smaller. We will size it for you. It is best to wear this equipment against your body, and you can wear a nightshirt over it. So you want to size it as if you were going to be wearing a nightshirt over top the equipment.
Nice and snug.
The second effort belt is attached to the Medibyte machine itself. And the clips hook on like any basic seat belt that you would see. You're going to place the Medibyte at your chest, being very careful not to press the button in the middle that says event. You'll tighten this around your chest so that it is nice and snug and it isn't going to slide around. You'll notice on the Medibyte there are two plugs, and on the front of the Medibyte it also says C and W. The one labeled C is going to attach to the plugs on the top effort belt. You're going to make sure that these plugs are in nice and snug. The one labeled W will plug into the same plugs on the belt labeled waist. After you've plugged these in, you're going to place the pressure cannula, which may or may not have been attached before you left the office today. Should it come unattached, we're going to show you how to attach it. The pressure cannula screws in to the little white outlet on the top of the Medibyte. You then place it under your nose, wrap it around your ears, and slide the little piece up till it is snug under your neck. It's best not to cut off your windpipe while you're doing that. The third step is the SpO2 sensor. That plugs in and is probably already attached to your machine, but should it come unattached, there is a small red dot, and that will plug in to the larger of the two plugs, matching and lining up the two red dots. You're going to place the sensor on your middle finger, making sure that your finger does not come through the end, but the pad of your finger is resting on the bottom of the sensor. The blue wire has to come across the top of your hand, and we're going to provide you with tape to keep those wires out of the way. Please make sure when you're placing this SpO2 sensor that your fingernails are clear of any nail polish. And the final step is the placement of the facial sensors. Again, this has probably already been attached for you, but should it come unattached, there's a small dot on that end of those sensors, and you'll line that up with the red dot on the smaller plug. The sensors will be labeled for you. And they're labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sensor number 1. Sensor number 1 is going to be placed at the temporalis by lightly clenching your jaw. You're going to lightly clench your jaw, and there's going to be a little muscle that bulges out when you clench down on your back teeth. So place the sensor. Sensor number 2 is going to attach to the zygomatic muscle. This muscle is located along the arch of your cheekbone. Again, you can find that muscle by gently clenching down and finding the little area that bulges out when you clench. Sensor number 3 is going to be placed at your masseter muscle. Again, lightly clenching down and placing the electrode along that jawline. Renee's muscles are in a different location than yours may be. Everyone has a different place for these muscles, so you're going to locate the muscles by clenching down. The fourth electrode is going to be placed behind the ear at the base of your skull, and that's going to be placed at the mastoid, and that's the bone just behind the ear. You'll place that fourth electrode there. Before placing the electrodes, you want to make sure that your face is clear of any makeup, oils, or creams. Just take an alcohol wipe and clear the areas where the electrodes are going to be placed. The electrodes, again, are numbered. You're going to start with number 1 is black, number 2 is red, number 3 is black, and number 4 is green. We're going to be providing you with this brochure. It should be in the bag that you came home with, that's going to go through the steps just as we've done in this video. As mentioned earlier, you can take the tape and you want to tape down any of the loose wires just to keep them out of your way. When you're taping down the blue wire, do not place it on the gray area of the sensor. Only place the tape on the blue. You can tape that all up underneath your arm, however it's most comfortable for you. And then you want to loosely place a night shirt, a sleep shirt, or nightgown over the equipment, just to help keep the wires out of the way. Should you have to get up in the middle of the night, do not take anything off. Do not push any buttons. Just simply take care of whatever you're getting up for and then get back in bed. Our program will eliminate the recordings during that session. We hope you've understood everything. This is what you're going to look like when you go to bed and hopefully when you wake up. In the morning, after you get up, you're going to take all the equipment off. Don't worry about disconnecting anything. Don't worry about throwing anything away. You can simply place it back in the box that we sent you home with. And this is also where you're going to find the pamphlet that explains everything. When you're closing the box, be sure that none of the wires are sticking out, as this may cut the wires as you're zippering or latching the case. That's the demonstration for how to place the Medibyte. If you have any questions while we're open during business hours, please call our office at 410-461-6655 or 301-649-5001. Sleep tight and sweet dreams.